Hello, I'm DarkerDevotee, and welcome back to The Last Door. Welcome to the last episode, episode 4, Ancient Shadows. Previously on The Last Door, after escaping from his burial, David finds himself in the cellar of London's darkest slums, the old Nicole Rookery. In his pocket, he has a ticket for a show called The Four Witnesses. David walks through the misery streets, following a strange man who seems to guide him. He learns the legend of the Simurgh, the king of birds. Following the trail through the dim-like land of fog, David finally meets Alexandra, a member of a secret group David and his friends had at school. Alexandra welcomes David and speaks of an entity called the Bird that has been calling them ever since the experiment they conducted back then. There is no turning back. Right? I have made up my mind. I'm ready. Go on, do it. Do it. Do it! Just do it! What on earth? Hi. Can you see all these stars twinkling in the black outer abyss? All the constellations traced by human eyes in long-distance eras. Look now to the forest and the valley, to the old tower, from the last tree in the distance, to the stars in the sky. And even the stones beneath our feet are just silhouettes that hide the truth from our poor senses. Ancient shadows have hung over the veil that hides the world, as if it were the curtains of the theatre. The veil separates the truth from the lie. The veil is a place, David, a place of mists. Anthony's great ability brought you here, but his influence will soon fade away. The mask of lies will descend over your eyes once again. Okay. You must find the door, as I did. The door that gives passage through the veil. Open it, and we'll walk together beyond the mist. I'm recording this straight off from the last episode, so my voice has kind of given up. So if I take random pauses, it's because my throat's hurting. I suppose you're wondering why I called you so urgently. I cannot deny it, your letter was truly mysterious. I have been travelling, Doctor, to Scotland. I have heard about the massacre of St. Gall. Why, yes, the tragic event has been the continued object of speculation and grim rumours in every newspaper in England. For weeks now, pamphlets have claimed that all kinds of macabre things took place. But I don't understand. How is all this connected with my patient? He was there. I'm afraid he is one of the victims. Dear God. Are you telling me my patient have been murdered? Murdered? Thankfully, no. Please excuse me for alarming you. I did not mean to give you that impression. David was attacked but survived. What happened to them then? It seems the criminal was caught by David in the midst of the act. Then he tried to do something to David they had done to others. Fortunately, the nuns arrived in time to unearth him from the coffin. David was hospitalised. The nurses report that he remained unconscious for an entire day. What was DeVete doing there? Many years ago, the St. Gal Hospital was a boarding school. It appears that both your patient and Mr. Beechworth spent a part of their youth together there. We cannot assume that DeVete was investigating something. He believed that he found a clue related to his friend's death. What was the cause of all those awful deaths? No one knows for sure. The victims were afflicted with terrible wounds. All of them had an expression of uttermost terror on their faces. I expect you did not find Mr. DeVete in the hospital? Indeed, he was already gone by the time I arrived. I have not been able to determine his whereabouts since. I see. What conclusion do you draw from all of these circumstances? I have some theories, but I prefer not to reveal them until events have unfolded. In all of them, there is a fundamental element whose role has not yet been revealed. And what leads you to these conclusions? It is something that the Holy Sister found beside her DeVete within the coffin. An empty hypodermic needle with traces of an unknown substance. So all of these scenarios from previous episodes kind of wrapping together by the sounds of it, kind of. Ancient Shadows, episode 4. I'm sure this is the place. Alexander's house must be just ahead. This way? Okay. Very dark. So I looked across and I was like doing a really kind of snobby look there. There's a large iron bar latching the door. It is quite odd that the door was latched from the outside. Yeah, what was it keeping in? Oh, sure, I'll go in now. It's very dark. There's no way we're going to be able to get through there without a lantern. Back door? Back gate? It's latched. I cannot open it from this side. Alright. Anything else before going into the house? Not by the looks of it. Hello? No one is answering. Perhaps I should go inside anyway. I'll just tell the household that I'm an old friend come to visit. Okay. Why is every house that DeVete investigates goes into, it's always really, really dark? A strange woman stares down at me, glaring with a silent reproach at my instruction. Footsteps. There must be someone upstairs. Yeah, let's not go upstairs yet. A couple of old teacups sit on the table. One of them is full and still warm. That would belong to the person walking around upstairs. I'm guessing. Okay. I assume that leads outside. I'm guessing. Nope, I was wrong. Okay, wow, it's dark in here. That key. It looks like some sort of key. Oh, an oil lamp. Yeah, you know, key, oil lamp, same difference. Cool, okay. What's over here? Is that a note there? It's a diary. This is the last thing written. The last page has been ripped off. October 12, 1887. It's been a while since I can't devote any time to this diary for reasons beyond my control. An event most tragic has taken place in this house. Mr. Dupree has gotten ill, immersed in an everlasting stupor from which it seems he shall not return any time soon. Since the incident, I patiently take care of him. The doctor's treatment don't seem to do any good. I feed him like a child and make sure that all of the sculptures in the house are turned towards the wall. What else can I do? Sculptures turned towards the wall. The clockmaker just left. He has done such a good job. In the end, he is not going to be able to notice the change in the clocks that he has so intensely requested. In his state, time will not be a problem anymore. This looks like the diary of a member of Alexander's house. What happened to them? I don't know. A pantry of spices and ingredients. Okay. So all the sculptures be turned to the wall and they make something about a clock. Probably some sort of clue for later on. Now we're back outside. Oh, in the basement. The cellar door is locked. I need a key to open it. Okay. Well. Okay, I can say it this time. In the last episode I got so disappointed that I couldn't say it. An ancient stone wall. A rope hangs inside, disappearing into the darkness below. Oh. The rope has broken. I'll keep this end. Alright. Okay. A grave. Oh, great. It looks like someone was buried here. Yeah. I can't dig it with my bare hands. Want to dig it up? Sure, alright then. I got a rope. And this leads to the front. But I shall open up the door. Because I want to go back over here with a lantern. It's good. Interesting. This pane looks as if it's been broken off from the inside. Okay. A statue of an angel with its wings spread. Its head is missing. Oh, poor angel. What's this? It's a bottle. A jar of vitriol oil. I must be careful. It's a powerful acid. It is. Okay. Why do we have a bottle of vitriol? It's very odd. Is that it then? It's it. Okay, go upstairs, I guess. Oh, there's a clock here. It mentioned clocks in the note. A well-crafted grandfather clock, but it seems to be out of order. One of the hands is missing. Ah. Alright. I'm hunting for a hand then, I'm guessing. Okay, let's go. Go up if I can. There you go. At least it's well lit up here. The silhouette of a man. It bears a strong resemblance to Alexander. The silhouette of a woman. He has nothing to say about the woman. A fine painting of the local Roman structures. They somehow seem more ancient in the deception. Hello, Alexander. Wait, that's Alexander. Okay. There is a scribbled annotation in this piece of paper. The veil is something we sense in our uttermost being. Incessantly, in vain we waste our lives, craving to tear through. It is Sliathal, the curtain behind which the great wing beats. Inside, its ancient mist inhabits the shadow of those who left. Alright. The paper holds nothing but a box with the description Lauderman, to be taken in case of anxiety. It is empty. Okay. There's another clock. This cookie clock is covered with dust. It seems to be missing an important piece of the bird. Good. Cuckoo clocks are so annoying. And it's set to 8. The face of the clock has been turned. Oh, so it has. So it's set to 10 for 5 to 3 instead. Okay. This could be some sort of clock puzzle. Empty docks overlook the grey ocean. Gulls wheel overhead. Stupid seagulls. There's so many of them around here. They need to be culled. Alexander, it's me, David. I'm sorry if I startled you. Why? Is everything alright? Why are you sitting in a wheelchair? Are you hurt? Maybe? Can you stand? Well, if you're in a wheelchair, it probably means that you can't. That the person can't stand. He is staring blankly at some distant point, as if he has not heard my question at all. What's going on? You told me I should come here, and I came as soon as I could. Can you tell me what's happening here? He gave me no answer, but persistently stares at something nearby. He appears to be in some kind of hypnotic trance. When I was downstairs, I could have sworn I heard footsteps. Were they yours? Or is someone else in this house? For a moment, I felt a flash of hope that he was looking at me. But he is unresponsive. Alexander, please say something. I don't know what to do. I don't understand just what's happened to him. Okay. I'll come back to you, Alexander. I'll see who else is in this place. It's very green. Random chest. A huge chest made of oak wood. There's a large iron hook inside. I'll take this hook. There was a fragment of the diary under the hook. August 5th, 1887. I can't work in the basement anymore. Those wretched sculptures, I feel them stalking me in the darkness. I know it's not possible, but I can hear the crunches, the flap diabolical art where those gestures conceived. The eternal movement, a tension, an impossible struggle to get back the life they never had. I might place them outdoors, in the greenhouse, and let the mould devour them, and wasps make nests on their hollow hearts. Really don't like those sculptures, huh? Okay, combine the hook with the rope, and then I can go back to the well and see what dropped. Let's go in here first. Okay, this looks like a photography room, like a dark room type thing. A camera tripod. Yes. Pictures hanging from a cord. Look as if they were improperly developed. You can hardly distinguish anything. Because it's a white light. It requires red light, but it's been smashed. A lamp is hanging from the ceiling. Its bulb casts an intense white light. It looks like some kind of red tinted glass covered used to mask the lamp. It's completely shattered on the floor. Okay. I can take the bulb. Sure. It's dark. Why did I do that? Dunno. No, it's just... Okay. The image of a couple wearing red rat masks at a festival. Why do I have to take the light out? It's so dark now. Random page. It's a big book on home chemistry recipes. A few pages have been bookmarked, and some articles are underlined. Okay. I just sneeze. Collodion is the vehicle by which the photographic chemicals are entitled upon the surface of the glass, and the sensitive coating produced. Many formulae are published for this article, to which great value is attached. Some supposing that its too peculiar composition belongs to the principal cause of failure or success. This is only in a degree true. This is done by pouring upon the plate about 1 ounce of vitriol spirit solution, and only then adding 5 or 6 drops of the cyanide acid. Then the plate must be thoroughly washed in water to remove any excess of the chemicals. They would almost require chapped by themselves. A long experience convinced us that 9 out of every 10 failures occurs from a want of care. The presence of dirt, negligence. One cannot be over nice, careful or cleanly. The best results always reward in the most painstaking. If a mistake is made in the order specified in the formula, quickly flow clean water over the plaque and start again. Okay. Well, I just need the cyanide, which looks like it's going to be here actually. Glass containing yellow substance is labelled red cyanide. Take. I haven't got any picture though. But yeah, whatever. I'm sure I'll find that later. And an instrument whose workings are belonged beyond my knowledge. Can't read. Anything else in there? Not bad looks of it. Okay, I think I'm hunting for some sort of red light. A photo. And then I can develop a photo. A large envelope of black felt covered in dust and ashes. It is labelled with a warning, do not open under white light. Alright. And that's what we're meant to be developing, obviously. A bust with a face turned around. A picture of an angel with a gentle face. It's a letter. Dear Alexander, I have excellent news. A contract from the university has given me access to a 12th century alchemical tome containing an amazing formulary. There is no doubt that sometimes more complications take the mind to places that otherwise it would not have never. Contemplations take the mind to places that otherwise it would never visited. I accidentally clicked through that. Forgive me not for providing any information about the method itself. As soon as I get definite results, I will write to you immediately. I believe fortune has truly smiled upon us today. Vidit ni, yeah, that word again. What was that page I accidentally skipped? Here's a letter. Skipped it again. Radical but elegant method that I have decided to try. Oh, is that it? Is that what I missed? Alright. Okay. The shelf is lined with a strange complex of books. Some titles include The Movement of Shadows, Perceiving the Mind, and Lessons Beyond Nature. This seems to be an invoice. May this document serve as a record of the payment made correspondent to the following work: the cuckoo clock. The mechanism has been modified to give the strokes exclusively at 6:15 in the afternoon. In addition, a special device and a switch have been added to synchronise all clocks in the house. Okay. 6:15, huh? Anything else in here? No. Okay, let's go. I can't do the envelope yet because I need a red light for it. In which case I should go back to the well. Well, what do we have here? Within the mud and dirt inside the bucket there was a small bird of brass. Alright, for the cuckoo clock, huh? Alright. And I still can't dig that up, not like I really want to, but I'm sure at some point I will. Make sure there's nothing in here. Just some old bottles. I should put the cuckoo. A little brass bird, when shaken it makes a noise as if there was something inside. Alright. fixed perfectly. Is there any further out this way I can go? Hello? There's blood. The corpse of a deer. It's abandoned, torn open. It looks recently dead. Okay. But who killed it? Now the bulb is grossly covered in blood. To make a red bulb. Alright. Sure. I thought I'd just, like, use all my items on the deer just for the sake of using it. I didn't think that would actually work. But okay. Makes sense, right? Alright, this way then. Saves me trying to hunt around for a red light. Okay. Place the letter there. So it was that. Okay, followed by that. Yep, now I need to turn the water. Okay. It's a photograph of Anthony and Alexandra. Okay. Right. Hello. You broke the bloody light again, didn't you? What was this? Oh, and Alexandra, do I... maybe I should show him of a picture of us to them. Here, take a look at this. Look what I found. Alexandra, do you recognise this photograph? Take a look. It's you and our old friend Anthony. There's something else blurred in the background. Who is the first figure? Does he mean something to you? The bird awaits. What did you drop? Piece of clockwork. A hand. Oh, alright then. Sure. Let's go downstairs and put this on. I put the clock hand in place. It only needs to set the clock to the correct time. Okay, so what, 6:15? Okay. It's gonna take some time. I should have gone the other way around really, but you know, whatever. You have to do things difficult around here. Nothing. Okay. Check the one upstairs. In this room. Oh, that's not 6:15. So that's half 9 instead. So okay. So I need to set the clock down here to 3. Alright. 3. The sound came from upstairs. Alright then. It's a creepy ass cuckoo. The bird has burst out at the stroke. Now its beak is open. There was a key inside the bird. For the cellar? You okay? He is having some kind of seizure. He is trembling out of pure horror. I'm sorry. Sorry, Alexander. Didn't mean to startle you like that. Chill. Okay, let's go down into the basement. A dusty carpet of Asian origin, mould and dust cover portrait, making the subject indistinguishable. This piece of fine furniture has several drawers. There might have been drawings on the drawers. There are remains of a Roman mosaic behind this wall. I cannot distinguish anything clearly. Lots of statues. Ancient statue in poor condition. A book written in a language unknown to me. There is a scrawled annotation written in English on one of the margins. This and no other is the function of the serum we manufactured at the boarding school when we were young. It is something that we didn't understand at the time, to accompany the mind to the proscenium of the big theatre, and there help us look behind the curtains that separate the world of men from the land of truth. To look, I say, if anything, to apprehend an image of what lives there. Just that. Will the hoopoe allow to raise the curtains enough to walk off the stage and beyond? A huge cage full of leftovers and dirt. Animals have been captive here. Okay. Remarkable jars full of murky objects suspended in formaldehyde. Okay. Jars and test tubes. Everything is soaked in chemical residue, and the air is filled with the smell of vinegar. Unlabeled bottles and lab equipment. A bunch of dust-covered beakers with repulsive liquids. A few of them have developed fungi inside. Anything? I must have missed something. I'm going to unlock the basement and haven't got anything from here. What's this? Inside this one, there is a gardener's shovel. Ah, you dig up the grave. Alright. I knew I missed something. I was like, oh wait, it's pointless going into the basement. Shovel. Of course, it's a coffin. What would you expect from a grave? The lock is very rusted, almost shattered. Strong acid can burn through it. Oh, hello. That looks like an ape. The remains of a humanoid body, but with the grotesque animal aspect. Maybe a small ape. Hey, see? It has a collar with some engraved words on it. Old Mike. The skeletal fingers of the creature are clutching a rolled up canvas. It's a map of the stars. Okay. Interesting. Is that all I need from that? It's some kind of navigation map. Several constellations are marked. Okay. Do I need to... Oh god, that sounds like Alexander. Alexandra? Yeah, he's not here anymore. I didn't think he would be. Okay. Some diary pages on the wheelchair. The paper is ripped apart, as if someone had stripped it off the book hastily. October 31st, 1891. I'm writing this in the light of my desk lamp, hoping to be able to remember it all when the birds finally sing, and the sun's blessing dispels the dark shadows of the mind. During the whole afternoon, a strong wind hit the valley, so strong that it had cracked the larger branch of the old oak in the garden. I find it hard to get sleep during these nights, so I read a lot while accompanying the professor. I don't really know when exactly I fell asleep. I was awakened by the chill of the night, which was seeping through the open window. I looked outside and I saw him. The professor was miraculously awake. What was my joy to see him standing on the balcony, watching the valley with a true sneer expression, enjoying the fresh and calm air right after the storm. I felt that a blessing had fallen upon this house, and for a moment I felt immensely happy. I stared at him for a while without saying anything, being afraid of dispelling a vision I hadn't believed possible for a long time, and then, in the midst of the silence, I heard a sound that froze me in my seat, snatched all my calmness with such a terrible chill that I will never forget. A loud noise beside me, low-pitched as the drag of a slab, Mr. Alexander's snore, who was pleasantly sleeping in his bed. I've already made a decision. I'll leave this house. Yeah, that's a bit bizarre. Seeing Alexandra and then he's just asleep in his bed. Like, well, that obviously wasn't him then. A statue. It's holding something. There's a lens mounted in a metal ring. Okay, what you'd find on a telescope, because we've got some starry canvas and telescopic thing. Okay. Now where then? I don't know. I still say I need to go to the basement for some reason. There has to be some reason to have a big room. So I'm going to go back to the basement. What was that? Precisely. What I was thinking. What? Is that Alexandra? Hello? Oh. That's been moved. Okay. Oh, there's a telescope. There's a mountain of compact snow. How cold is it down here? A wooden secretary desk, beautifully carved. The flip top has no knob or lock, just some strange symbols. Alright. I'm not going to fiddle around that yet because I don't know what that's all about. Okay, put that on the telescope. The crystal fits perfectly in the telescope. Well, they're the strange symbols. Oh. Get out of here. Okay. So, there. there. And then it's V, gear stick, and train tracks. It's hard to tell which one's which. There you go. There is a small cabinet with 2 slots for syringes. Only one of them remains. The voice again. It comes from the bottom of the pit. The bottomless pit. Let's go down into the pit. Hi, Alexander. Oh, this is from the beginning. I sit on the chair, don't I? A variety of surgical instruments, and some jars with chemicals in them. He walks around a bit and... Alexander! This is what you asked me to search for, is it not, Alexander? Am I right? The last door. The last door? We can cross together. What should I do? I'm waiting for you, here in the mist. It's nearby. I can hear it. What is nearby? What do you hear? I hear the beating of its wings. It knows we are afraid. I am ready. Sit down. So we're gonna end this together? With the syringe? Okay. Okay. Don't say that's the end. Please don't say that's the end. Do you think that we will find any clue about Devotee's whereabouts? The police must have taken almost everything, but we have no leads to pursue. Hopefully, they have overlooked something. Now this is in the first place. What about this room? There is a sealed letter between this table and the wall. It looked like her Beechworth never sent it. I think it's best that you read it. Dearest Alexandria, please you must reflect on this. We do not yet know what we are dealing with. If you were to open the door, it may stay that way, an open way for whatever lives on the other side. Okay. Hi. Alright. Adventure continues in season 2. I'm gonna have to play, aren't I? It was good, it was good. What, so now dead to go through the last door to see what's on the other side. And I'm sure we'll see what's on the other side when I eventually play season 2. Let me know in the comments if you think I should continue with this. I'll be happy to. It's pretty good. I enjoy it. Enjoyed it a lot. But yeah. Let me know what you thought of this in the comment section below. And yes, as always, thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this, then yeah, say so in the comments. I should read it. I should reply, because that's how it works. I shall see you all in the next video. Cheerio. Huh.